Good afternoon. My name's Trey. I'm our Director of Sales and Marketing here at AfterSchool HQ. And this afternoon, we'll be interviewing Gabbi with Alpha Schools, and I'll let Gabbi introduce herself.
Hi, yes, thank you. I am Gabby. I work here at Alpha Brownsville. Alpha schools in general are all about doing things differently. We believe that kids can learn twice as much in half the time. And because they're able to do that, we have the rest of the school day where they can chase their dreams. And here we have guides instead of teachers. So it is very similar to being a teacher, but more emphasizing kind of motivating our students through independent learning and then really finding what fuels their fire. And so, in an extension of that, we have Alpha Quest, which is our after school program. And it's kind of the school day, but packed into 2 hours and taking away the learning aspect. So they're not sitting there doing traditional academic subjects. Instead, they may be doing robotic coding, they may be doing cooking in Spanish, they may be doing some type of art project or crocheting. And that's how we came about working with After School HQ when we had this program. Um, and yeah, we're very excited to get to work with them and use all their amazing features.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And can we talk a bit more about Alpha Quest and how that sort of ties into your overall enrichment strategy?
Yeah. So it, like I said, it's an extension of what we believe here in Alpha, and that is students are limitless. They can do anything they set their mind to. We designed it to give students the chance to explore new passions, try out things they maybe haven't thought of before, and also grow in their confidence. So maybe they're not really passionate about music and we do music every week and they get to learn to play piano, they get to learn how to be a DJ mixer, they get to go to singing. So kind of getting them out of their comfort zone while also exploring all these different areas. And it's not just an after school program, it's kind of like a space where kids can discover who they are and what really excites them. Um, and we're open to the whole community. So as a school, we're private, but our after school program is open to anyone. So we're really excited to be able to welcome in kids from other schools and other areas and the kids that aren't in school yet, and kind of give them a little taste of what we do here.
Awesome. And bringing in others from the community, I'm sure that could just become a bit of a nightmare in terms of tracking and getting everybody registered, trying to find out where all the information is. How are you all managing that before coming over to After School HQ?
Well, luckily, I wasn't here before after school HQ time because from what I've been told, it was chaos. They didn't really have any of formal system. There was no like registration, there was no payment or attendance tracking, and that is partially because it was only open to our students and the program was included in their tuition. So they didn't really need that payment aspect of it. But as far as like who's officially signed up, who do we have information for, what days are they going to be attending, they had nothing. So I think having this one is just amazing for all those little like analytics and the tools and tracking and being able to look back, but also just having something where they had nothing to begin with. It's the
Yeah,
most amazing thing.
providing some structure, if you will, it sounds.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, that's great. And then in terms of how that's been able to affect how you all manage or run Alpha Quest,
Mhm.
can you talk to that a little bit? I know you weren't there beforehand, but just in some of what you're hearing and seeing from others, can you talk a bit
Yeah.
about the change?
Yeah. So I saw it briefly. I just wasn't working directly with it when I started here. And it seemed like it was all almost done on like a notes app on the staff's phone, like trying to see what kid is supposed to be in what group. And you did this last week, so now you need to do this week. So it just kind of seems overall like a nightmare. And then implementing after school HQ was really easy to get it set up and to get all of the specific things that we wanted our families to fill out. So, how you can go in and add different fields or take away the fields that aren't applicable to you. That was really useful. And then from there, we were able to open up to the community and input a subscription service and payments and all those things. So, I think it's almost like a snowball effect, but for the better. Like it just keeps getting more and more helpful and more useful for us. And I can't imagine what it was. I mean, I saw it briefly, but I just cannot imagine running it like that before. It seems like a living nightmare just trying to keep it all in your head or on a little app on your phone.
Absolutely. And I'm sure like to that point of like billing, trying to keep everything in your head or on a notes app, like things could slip through the crack. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with After School HQ, you all are using our attendance-based billing and subscription features. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, so it it's great because some of our families, they may only be able to come one day a week, or maybe their kid is only interested in the activities we have one day a week, whereas we have some families that the kids want to come every day, every week. So having the option of both doing the daily attendance base and the monthly subscription is awesome for both ways. For the daily platform, it's it's almost like autonomous in the way that as soon as you mark that child as present that day, the parent will get charged the fee. And then for our daily or our monthly subscription, they it's automatic. So it's like the first of every month they get charged the fee. And if in the case that someone pays ahead of time and they don't attend, or maybe a kid is sick or something happens, you're able to go in through After School HQ and like refund them back if for whatever reason they don't use what they paid for. So having it where it works both ways and where it's very autonomous, in my opinion, is awesome. It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. And on the note of attendance, I'm sure, like I said, just managing the community and people within the school for attendance purposes could be a bit overwhelming at times. Can you talk a bit about how After School HQ's attendance feature has helped streamline you all's processes with staff and families?
Yeah, it's almost, I like to say After School HQ is kind of like an all-in-one. It's your attendance, it's your registration, it's your income. Like it's so many things are all in this one little tool. That attendance, we can go in. It's easy for the staff to just go in and mark and see who's there. For the parents to track when their kids have attended, and then here at our program, our students get kind of like a school currency when they participate and they accomplish these challenges. So it's also really good to refer back and see like, okay, this kid has attended X amount of days this session. This is a reasonable like expectation that we can have for what they're going to provide at the end of the session. We do what's called test to pass. So if they're doing that kitchen cleaning or the kitchen working kitchen, sorry, it's Spanish cooking, but I'm trying to say that in a way that's not Spanish cooking.
Yeah, sure.
So if our students are doing cooking, for example, at the end of the workshop, their test to pass may be they have to cook a meal and they have to say step by step what they're doing, almost like they're hosting like a cooking show.
That's pretty
And
cool.
so based on how many times they've attended, we can go in and see, okay, they've been here every single day we've worked on this, they're going to be the star. Like they're going to ace this, they got this, no problem. And then they earn that currency based on the participation. So we can kind of like add it up very quickly. Oh, they've been here 6 days in the past 2 weeks. That equals this amount of currency. So just having it to refer back to, and it's so simple. You just pick the day you're looking for, and it has all the names, and there's number of people here, number of people absent, and it's really useful to just be able to pull up and get whatever you're looking for right away.
Awesome. Yeah. And on the note of the currency, I'm curious to know with like you said, After School HQ being able to have all your attendance data and the kids having the currency, one, I'm curious, have you all seen an increase in engagement? Just all, being able to say quickly and easily, hey, Thomas has been here X amount of time, so he gets X amount of dollars because of that. Or just as a whole, between like families even, have you seen an increase in family engagement since using the platform as well?
I'm going to say yes, just because we didn't even have families outside of our school beforehand, and now we do. So we have community families and school families. They're able to go in and see all this data. What's really helpful too is we're able to transfer registrations from like one activity or one session, one semester to the next. And then our parents just get sent a little link to like edit their registration if need be. So that's really useful for them. Once our activity changes, our schedule changes, they can kind of go in and say, these are the days my kid will be attending. Um, and it's also a very useful form of engagement because we use our after school HQ profile as our website now. So if anyone asks for our website, we give them our profile for after school HQ. It has photos, there's I think a YouTube highlight on there. It has all of our activities, our schedule, the cost. It's all just there and at the tip of their fingers. So I think from a parent and a family perspective, it's a really, really useful tool too, because you're not having to sign into all these different platforms to find what you're looking for or to make a payment or to see if you need to update a registration or maybe well, what we do too, and I'm not sure if all after school HQ schools do this, but we love the survey feature, and we send that out every session too to kind of get that feedback from families, and just that alone helps increase engagement vastly compared to just not
Yeah,
not using these tools and not asking for their feedback. Um, so
no,
yes,
absolutely.
definitely an increase.
I wonder, so on that note, was the survey feature something you all anticipated and expected to use as heavily as you do, or was it sort of like an unexpected surprise?
It was an unexpected surprise in the best way because here at Alpha Schools, we already survey both our students and families every session. So having it just built into the platform and I click a button and it sends it out to all the families is amazing and so streamlined compared to going in and like building a Google form document and then having to share it or the other options of surveying where it's all there. And again, like you can pull up the analytics, you can look to see how many times that child had attended, and it's almost like having the world at your fingers, but it's having all these tools that you would need to run the program are right there for you.
Which, as a program provider, that feels like having the world at your fingers, having everything there in one place.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you have all these little kids that you're trying to coordinate. So just being able to pull it up, have your answer, and boom, like move on is incredible.
Absolutely. Awesome. And I'm curious, as a school, what makes After School HQ a good fit for you all's unique needs?
As a school, we're pretty unconventional and non-traditional, and we like to say we're flexible. We pivot very quickly, and we love to innovate. We love our students to give ideas, and if they want to change something about their school day, we will listen to them and see if their peers agree, and if so, we implement it. And I feel like after school HQ fits that mindset perfectly. If you have an idea, you want to change something, the team is more than willing to jump in and try to find a solution for you. And it's not a one size fits all platform. It's very unique to whatever your specific need is or what you're trying to achieve for your program. So it kind of really adapts to what you do, and it's adapted to what we do every single time. It doesn't matter what curveball we throw at the team, they're more than willing to tackle it, and very oftentimes it's within like 24 hours. It happens so fast, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I know that's one thing our customer success team really prides himself on is just getting you all a prompt response because we know when these issues are coming up, you still have to continue running the program and everything. So we just want to be there to support however we can.
Yeah, love it.
Awesome. Well, that is all I have in terms of questions. So thank you again for sharing with us, Gabby. And we love everything about the programs you all are doing and services you all are providing there at the school.
Thank you, Trey. We love After School HQ so much. I'm trying to convince the hires up to use it for summer camp too. I'm like, why not? We have it. It's here. It's ready. Let's use it.